The moment you stop caring about what people who do not matter think is the moment that you're going to start to be on track to building the business and the life that you've always dreamed of. And so many agents are depleting their energy, their time, and their focus on worrying about what other people think. And so what I'm going to do in this video is break down some very tactical things that you can apply to your business that will help you more than the next YouTube ad or Facebook ad or TikTok strategy. All of that stuff will never make a difference if you don't understand what I'm going to break down in this video. So I want to see you win. I love when everybody wins. And it genuinely blows my mind when you see people that are wishing negative things on other agents. And it's usually an agent to agent thing. And oftentimes it's the agents in your own market that are doing this, which is the most, in my opinion, pathetic, disgusting, and repulsive part of this whole thing. But there's more than enough business for everybody. And you are likely not achieving your potential because you're worrying about what other people who do not matter think. And this is one of the things, and I coach thousands of agents every year to leverage things like YouTube to scale their business and, attract clients at scale. It's one of the best avenues of becoming a client magnet and getting your ideal clients coming directly to you. But one of the things that I see is the hesitation that most agents have of caring about what other people think, getting the negative comments, getting the hate, getting the negative feedback or the dislikes or the haters or whatever that is in your perspective. And so it breaks my heart because I know that there's so many agents that could be achieving so much more in their business and their life, but they're being held back by people that simply do not matter. And a lot of people don't know how to get outside of that and how to overcome it. And that's what I'm gonna do today. Okay, so where I'm gonna start with this is actually a quote from David Goggins at the PRIVATE event that he spoke at. And then I'm gonna talk to you about my own experience with this before giving you the tactical advice of what you can start doing going forward in order to not let these things weigh you down and get in your way. Because ultimately, you're letting a lot of other people get in the way that are not paying your bills, that are not supporting your family, that do not care whether or not you hit your goals or not, or achieve the life that you want, get in the way of you doing all of those things. And I don't want that to be the case. If you're on YouTube and you're trying to learn and you're watching my videos, I first off genuinely appreciate that. And I hope you know that if you follow me. But I just want to see people win. And it breaks my heart when I see people overwhelmed and frustrated with not achieving their potential when things like this are getting in the way. And I let this get in the way back in the beginning of my career, and that's why I'm gonna help you from experience get outside of it. But let's start with this quote from David Goggins. He said that if you can outwork them, you can take a piece of them. And I live by this constantly. Because as I mentioned in the beginning, you see a lot of agents in your own market, or you see a lot of agents that maybe if you're at a brokerage like eXp Real or LPT, or maybe you have a team, agents that leave your ecosystem, if you will, or they go to a different brokerage or they leave your revenue share organization, whatever. And it's a shame because, again, usually the ones that are the naysayers are either A, people that are just broke and have no reason to be saying things, B, agents in your own market, or C, people that have previously been in your environment and decide to go a different direction. And so one of the things that I've always kind of operated with is that concept of if you can outwork people, you can take a piece of them. Now, the second aspect of that is that David Goggins said, I know they are thinking about me when I'm not thinking about them. And that's a really key concept that I personally apply. And this is just the truth. And anybody that knows me knows this is the truth. I don't look at other agents' stories. If you're not in my tight-knit inner circle, I don't even think about you. I don't know what other agents in my market are doing. I don't know what agents in my brokerage are doing. Outside of the agents in my wolf pack, outside of agents in Atlas Alliance, my mastermind, I do not care. I don't know what they're doing. I don't care what they're doing. I don't think about them. If you're not in my inner circle, you never for a single second cross my mind at any time. And that's just a fact. And that goes down to my habits on social media. I don't look at people's stories. I don't engage with people outside of my ecosystem. And that's just it. But the truth is, I know there's a lot of people that are constantly analyzing what I'm doing. And that has happened for years now. And what that allows you to do, if you're very competitive, is it almost gets you into this mindset of winning. Because while you're focused on your goals, because the only thing that I'm focused on is building the life that I want for me, my family, and my inner circle, while all these other people are thinking about you. And so when you're worried about what other people are thinking about, that's starting to take you away from achieving your potential. And that's where the caveat comes in of, it is important to care what people think about. And when you hear some of these agents saying that they don't care about what anybody thinks, that's a lie. It's a bull-faced lie. And I don't know a single person at the highest level, people that are actually winning, that can confidently say they don't care what people think. Where the caveat comes into play is they care about what people think who are on the inner circle, right? So I've got people in my ecosystem, in my tight-knit circle, that I do care about what they think because they uphold me to my standards, my potential, and what they know I can achieve. So they will give me constructive criticism. They will call me out when I'm not living up to my potential. They will be the first to say, hey, that video wasn't actually that great. Or you could have done better on stage. Or you could have handled this better. You could have said that better. Like, they will do that. And I do care about what they think. But anybody outside of my inner circle, it doesn't even cross my mind. And I don't care at all. And you need to get to that point. So I'm gonna kind of break down a couple things that you could do to get to that point. But the last thing that I want you to do before doing that is write out a laundry list of why you care, right? So maybe you're just getting started on your YouTube journey and you're fearful of the negative comments. I've spoken on stage, shared screenshots of some of the negative comments that I get because I've got plentiful amounts and I still get them on my ads. I get them a lot less now in my content because I've got a bigger brand. And what you'll realize is when you're small, people will tend to do it publicly. They'll make those comments, but as you get bigger and you show proof of success, they almost look like idiots if they decide to do it after your success has become undeniable, to the point where they still do it. They're just cowardly about it and they do it behind the scenes with their little posse. So you don't hear about it as much. But write out a laundry list of why you actually care. Like, if you're worried, maybe you don't look the way that you'd want. Maybe you don't like how your voice sounds, or maybe you don't like your accent, or maybe you don't like your background, or maybe you're just, there's something that you're worried about. Write out why you care. And also when you're doing this laundry list, start to write out the things like, are these people paying for your mortgage? No. Are these people protecting your family? No. Do these people actually care if you achieve your goals? No. So you've got this list of reasons why you care, but then you've got this contrasting list of the fact that none of those reasons why you care should ever outweigh you putting food on the table, you changing your family's life, you achieving your potential, you achieving your dreams, and getting everything that you wanted out of life. And so what unfortunately happens is you've got all these people that don't mean squat in your life that are projecting their insecurities on you, which are holding you back from achieving what you deserve and what you want out of life. And so that brings me to that concept of the insecurities. Just think about this for a second. If somebody gets pleasure or enjoyment or satisfaction or fulfillment or any ounce of positive emotion or feeling from talking negatively about somebody else, writing something negative about somebody else, making something up about somebody else that's negative, or anything like that, it is pathetic, it is disgusting, it is repulsive, and it's a complete projection of them onto you, right? So how terrible of a life do you have to live where you get satisfaction out of trying to tear somebody else down? Like, just think about that for a second. And so when you're worried about this, when you're worried about what other people think, you have to outweigh the lesser of two evils. Would you rather get the negative comments or would you rather stay broke? That's just the fact. And so how I really want to pull this full circle is making sure that you're not letting these losers, these low-life, insecure, pathetic people tarnish your dreams. Because you got into this business for a reason. You were working and making these sacrifices and getting outside of your comfort zone and doing all of these things for a bigger purpose. You want to be the one that changes your life, your family's life, and everything forever. And you can do that. But you have to stop caring about people that don't actually care about you. They don't care if you hit your goals. They don't care if you pay your bills. And here's the craziest part that I'm going to tell you based on experience. They're going to talk about you negatively when you suck, when your first videos are not that good, when you're not making that much money, and when things are not going well. Well, guess what? Even more of them are going to talk when you are doing well. And so there's this misconception that people think like when your videos are terrible, that's going to be when people talk about you. Even more people are going to talk about you negatively once your videos actually start doing well, because more people are going to know about you. So you're never going to escape it. And knowing that you're never going to escape it, what you need to do is be able to mitigate it, control it, and use that to channel into action. And so when you can understand the concept that A, these people are pathetic, B, they don't matter in the first place, and C, you can get to the point where you've got a tight-knit inner circle who will actually give you constructive criticism, but also support you and also push you to grow. When you have that trifecta, your business is going to completely skyrocket, and you'll start to be on the path of not just achieving your goals, but you're gonna have a ton of fun doing it because you're not worried about a bunch of people that don't matter in the first place. And so if you have any questions about how to deal with negativity, haters, or whatever you want to refer to it as, just drop a comment below because it grinds my gears more than almost anything. And I don't want that to hold you back because I know that you can do it. I'm here to support you, and I just want to see you win. And if you really want to know what you can do to break 6 figures this year, check out this next video because it will give you the roadmap to do it. But otherwise, thanks so much for tuning in. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video, and hopefully you put out your next video.